First lady.
Hello, I'm Mark Goodson. The purpose of my appearance here today is to tell you about the new Price is Right, which is going to be available on your station on a one-a-week basis for early evening showing. When I say new Price is Right, I want to emphasize both the title, Price is Right, and new equally, because the program is going to have the classic base that we always had, the thing that made it successful, of exciting, spectacular merchandise and price estimation. In other words, all the things that made the show a big hit over many, many years. The Price is Right is also going to be new. We've kept the central element of the fabulous prizes and the price guessing and the contestants and so on. We've built a whole chain of variations on the basic theme, challenging price and prize games that we believe will keep the show full of excitement, change of pace, and constant novelty. That was a show for 1972 and 1973, for the present and for the future. We also have another new and appealing ingredient for the program, our MC. It's a warm and familiar personality with a fine talent for handling people and game forms. I've worked with him many times before, and he's with me here today. He's an old friend of mine. It's Dennis James. Dennis, how are you?
Thank you, Mark.
I'm glad to see that coat.
Thank you. I just want to start off and preface anything I say with the fact that I'm so thrilled to be doing Price is Right, because I'm thrilled to be working with Goodson Todman again. I'd like to direct this to you folks, because I think these gentlemen, this organization, has to be the greatest producers and creators of game shows that there ever was. They are meticulous in what they do. Their staging and production values are just tremendous. And I'm thrilled to be with them, because I know they're going to give me the tools, and I'm going to hope to do for them and for you a good job. Price is Right, if you remember it, actually had contestants pricing out an item. For instance, they would see an item of like a television set or a coffee table or something like that, and three contestants would try to come closest to that price without going over. They could freeze at any point, but if they went over, they were out of the game. When the time was up, the one closest to that price was the winner of that item. Now, the variation on the theme is we are using that device to get them to play a game beyond that for major prizes like trips around the world, yachts, cars. Shall we show an example or two?
Why not?
All right. First of all, we're using a game board in this particular case, but you must remember that on the show, all of these prizes will be there, displayed, the cars, the boats, etc. So let's go with our first game. Again, a reminder. Three contestants have tried to price an item. One person, in this case we'll say it's you, Mark, have come closest to pricing the item and has won the opportunity to go for this 26-foot boat. The way this game works is the price of this boat, $26.58, plus the price of one of these items, the Amana freezer, RCA 21-inch color television set, Sony clock radio, or 6 quarts of ragu spaghetti sauce, the price of one of these items added to the price of this boat equals $3,278. If you can find which one of those items it is, you will get the car, or the 26-foot boat, plus the item that you have selected. If, on the other hand, you pick one of these items, for whatever reason you might go for it, and you do not come up with the proper addition, you do not price it right, you'll keep the item, and that's it. All right, now, here's another variation on the theme. This one we call cut price, only because they're split up. I want you to price right. First of all, the camera.
8mm movie
it's
camera.
It's an 8mm movie camera. Is it at 79 or is it 97?
I'm going to take a shot at 97.
You're taking a shot at 97, all right. You're absolutely right. Now, you own yourself the 8mm movie camera. Mm-hmm. You may take it and you may leave. Mm-hmm. Or you may elect to go on and try to get yourself the RCA 21-inch color television set with one proviso. If you do not price it right, you lose what you already have.
I got it.
So on up the ladder. Okay, is it $4.95? Is it $9.45? Is it $5.94? What combination is it?
Let's start off with the 5.
Okay, 5.
Now it's a question of is it 4.9 or 9.4?
Yes, that is the question. To be or not to be.
I'm going to be back with the ragu spaghetti sauce. All right, let's put the 9 on the other side of the 4.
All right. Now, is that your final decision?
That's my final decision.
You figure the price is right.
That's right.
And you are absolutely Right.
Very good.
Price is right. All right. Now, you own the 8mm camera, the color television set. You may take those and bid us bye-bye, or go on for the Ford Mustang.
I lost the boat. I want to get the car.
You're going for it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, there are your figures. How do you want to put them around? Is it 7, a 3, a 5, and a 2?
Well, the 7's wrong, so pull
7
that
is
out.
wrong. Put it down here temporarily.
Let's begin with a 2.
Begin with a 2.
Let's put... That looks pretty good. Let's try to...
I didn't mean to lead you in any way. I was just putting it back.
Let's shift the 7 and 5 around.
Okay.
That sounds like a price to me. I'll stick with that.
That's
375, that's right.
All right, all America wants to know, is the price right? And by George, it is! So you've won yourself the movie camera, the color television set, and the Mustang. Go sit in it.
Thanks very much, Dennis.
All right. I think that gives you some idea of just a few of the basic elements, and there are many, many hundreds of them, but you mentioned one very cute one I think we should talk about.
Yes, this is, I think, one that has a lot of human interest. I'm particularly interested in this because I have a little child, and this would involve children in their bidding. We would first of all have two mothers come up and show them that the final prize would be an entire kitchen, so it's really worthwhile. Then we'd have their two children, who'd be 6, 7, or 8, but equal ages, bid for 5 items. And as an example of how children will actually bid, I'll tell you what happened with my child, because I tried this device out on her. She's 7. And I said, now, I took out a quart of milk, and I said, now, what is the price of that quart of milk? And she said, well, that's $5. I said, okay. How about a mink wrap? She said, well, that's $50. And I said, well, now how about my car? And the car is a Mercedes 600, the biggest Mercedes car. She said, well, that's very expensive, Daddy, so that would be $150.
Very cute.
And we'd have the two kids compete in this business of bidding, and the one that would come the closest on the majority of items would win for her mother the whole kitchen.